Welcome to this explainer. Okay, so if you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by the idea of learning English, I have some fantastic news for you. You really don't need to swallow a dictionary to start communicating. In fact, you just need a small, highly effective toolkit. Today we are diving into the 20 Essential English Phrases Survival Kit specifically tailored for the A1 beginner level. And listen, these aren't just random vocabulary words, they are the absolute foundational phrases you're actually going to use, whether you're traveling, at work, or just in everyday life. By the end of our time together, you'll have a clear, reliable roadmap for exactly what to say and exactly how to say it.
Here is our agenda for today. We'll be covering greetings and farewells, introductions, politeness, survival phrases, commerce, and we'll wrap it all up with a daily memorization method.
Let's jump right into Section 1, Greetings and Farewells, or Cumprimentos y Despedidas.
This is literally where every single human interaction begins, right? Mastering these basic daily phrases is totally crucial because it's where we start building your conversational rhythm and, more importantly, your confidence. I'm going to be your personal language coach right now. Don't just read the words in your head, I want you to really feel the musicality of them. Take, how are you? In a real conversation, it's not a robotic, how are you? It blends together into a smooth, how are you? Or, good morning. Notice where the vocal stress falls. It's good morning. You really want to hit that more with energy. Practice that rhythm out loud. Then we have our standard response, I'm fine, thanks, sounding like I'm fine, tanks. And a friendly way to end a chat, see you later, which rolls right off the tongue as see you later.
And this perfectly captures the natural flow of a real conversation. When someone asks you, how are you, you don't just have one stiff, memorized answer. You've got options. You can use the classic, I'm fine, thanks, but hey, if you're having a really fantastic morning, you can bump that up to, I'm great. Or, if you just want a casual, relaxed vibe, a simple I'm good works perfectly. Pairing these variations in your mind makes you sound so much more like a natural speaker.
Moving on to Section 2, Introductions, or Cómo se presentar.
So, you've successfully said hello. Now it's time for the next logical step in your conversational journey, meeting someone for the very first time. This is where connected speech becomes your absolute best friend. When asking someone their name, native speakers do not separate the words. It flows as one continuous sound. What's your name? Try saying that out loud right now. What's your name? And when someone introduces themselves, you reply with, nice to meet you. Phonetically, nice to media. Do you hear how that meet and you kind of just smush together into media? Mastering that specific rhythm is the secret to unlocking natural-sounding English.
Now, let's talk about setting up a core identity exchange. When someone asks you, where are you from, you want to answer that with absolute confidence. The answer is, I'm from Brazil. Notice how I'm and from provide the underlying beat and Brazil gets the heavy emphasis. Go ahead and over-enunciate the rhythm here. I'm from Brazil. Owning this specific foundational phrase is going to make you feel instantly more grounded in literally any English conversation. Section 3, Politeness and Cordiality, or Educação e Cordialidade.
Listen, these are the essential polite phrases that will open doors for you in absolutely any culture. Making sure you sound respectful will get you out of tricky situations and win you smiles wherever you go. I want you to really focus on the intonation here. The most common exchange you'll have is someone helping you out and you giving a bright, upward-inflected thank you or thank you. And the response to that shouldn't be mumbled. It should be a warm, you're welcome, sounding like you're welcome. Contrast that warm prompt and response with, I'm sorry, or I'm sorry. For an apology, your tone should naturally drop just a bit to show genuine sympathy.
Let's look at how this builds into real-world application with the phrase, excuse me. Phonetically, excuse me. This isn't just one simple phrase, it's practically a Swiss Army knife. It's a highly versatile, multi-tool phrase that solves three completely distinct conversational problems. You use it to politely pass by someone in a crowd, you use it to grab a waiter's attention, and you use it to politely interrupt a stranger when you need to ask for directions. It is the ultimate social lubricant.
Which brings us to Section 4, Survival Phrases. Frases de sobrevivencia. We all face that inevitable, terrifying moment when a native speaker starts talking a mile a minute and your brain just completely freezes. These phrases are your conversational safety net. The crucial point here is knowing how to confidently take control of the conversation's pace. If you don't catch what was said, you state clearly, I don't understand, heavily stressing the very end, understand. If you need to hear it again, you ask, can you repeat please? Stressing the repeat. These lifelines allow you to hit the brakes without feeling embarrassed. Remember, you are directing the flow.
Here are 3 more critical survival phrases. And honestly, we've got arguably the most essential travel phrase in human history right here. Where's the bathroom? Let's perfect the rhythm of that one together. It is not a flat question. It flows. Where is the bathroom? Where is the bathroom? Having these 3 phrases ready, asking for help, finding the restroom, and checking the time, basically guarantees your fundamental needs can always be met.
Section 5. Commerce and ordering, or compras y pedidos.
Now we're completely shifting context. We are moving from basic survival into actual lifestyle, teaching you how to confidently buy things at a store or order food at a cafe. First up, how much is it? When you ask a cashier for a price, you don't want to hesitate. Practice the fluid, fast pronunciation. How much is it? Say it all together as one single beat. Then, when you're ordering, you instantly elevate your English by saying, "I'd like a coffee, please," or "I'd like a coffee, please." It's incredibly polite, it sounds very natural, and it's highly effective.
And you know what? This is a massive language hack. You do not need to learn 100 different phrases to order 100 different things. You just need to master one base sentence structure. I'd like a please. Once you have that, you simply swap out the vocabulary word. I'd like a tea, please. I'd like a sandwich, please. I'd like a water, please. By memorizing that one frame, you unlock infinite meanings.
Finally, Section 6. Daily Memorization Method. Método de memorização diária.
Okay, knowing these 20 phrases is awesome, but now we need the scientifically backed approach to actually make them stick in your brain automatically in just a few weeks. 5. This is the magic number. The absolute biggest mistake beginners make is trying to memorize all 20 phrases in a single afternoon. Do not do that. You must strictly limit your study to just 5 phrases per day. This completely prevents burnout and it practically guarantees long-term retention.
So here's your simple 5-step daily habit cycle to master those 5 daily phrases. Step 1. Read the phrase in English. Step 2. Listen carefully to the pronunciation. Step 3, and this is vital, repeat it out loud 5 times. You literally have to get your mouth used to the physical shapes of the words. Step 4. Create a real-world situation in your imagination where you are actually using the phrase. And finally, Step 5. Always review the phrases from the previous day before learning new ones. Repeating out loud and imagining that real-world context, that is what truly builds an unbreakable A1 foundation.
Which leaves us with this final, somewhat provocative question. Are you ready to create your first real situation today? Or are you going to leave your English for tomorrow? You have the 20 phrases, you have the phonetics, you've got the 5-step system. Pick your first 5 phrases right now and start building that conversational muscle. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I honestly can't wait to see how quickly you start speaking.